Hello and welcome back to another episode. Yes, you're watching Demi-Chan by Kataritai, and if you want its English title, Interviews with Monster Girls. I don't really have to give a recap of last episode because, well, you should know that this kind of genre focuses mainly on the character interactions between themselves rather than it being any plot-centric. Obviously there are storylines, but it's not the most story-driven show out there. So, big cliffhangers and might not happen, but once again I might be surprised. I might be talking out of my ass, not for the first time. So if you want to find out how annoying the vampire can be, or if you just want to learn some more information about some other characters that haven't quite been fleshed out, like the ice girl or that new teacher, you might want to stick around because, well, it's probably going to come up at some point, isn't it? Well, let's try to enjoy episode 3. So, sit back and let's get started. We're not getting any preview to the show, just going straight in with the intro. Of course, only real characters get to have their own customised umbrella. Once again, a character that we haven't, well, more characters that we haven't really been introduced too much to, and now I remember what that reference is. The nightmare, I think, is the painting. Thank you to everyone that pointed that out. I wonder if there'll be bringing in new people that haven't been shown off at all. Dreaded alarm clock. The fact I have probably somewhere between 8 and 10 alarms to try and get me up every morning. I share your pain. Quite calm in comparison to some of the others. Ah, you start off with that, okay. Horoscopes? Really? So she has to ostracize herself away from everyone else for their own safety. And hers. Well, if you hadn't drawn his attention, I'm sure it would have been fine anyway. I haven't ridden on trains too much, but it's going to be an issue when you're meant to be a teacher. Is she getting there really early so that she's less likely to run into people? Yeah, we know. I don't know the extent of your power or how it's manifested. Maths used to be a strong point of mine until I started doing it at a college level and then started hating it. It was more the people, but still. So she limits her own contact to everyone, limits how she looks and acts in public. One thing that annoys me is that when you've got like this succubus aphrodisiac effect, everyone immediately loses all self-control and restraint. Why would that be your first thought as that's what's happening? Mm-hmm. We're basically being forced to feel for this character and her lonely existence. She can just start a business, can't she? People go there to sleep when she's just around. A bit like Konosuba. I'm sure lots of people would pay for that kind of shit. Well, to be fair, it's difficult for normal people to live in society sometimes. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard for her to find anyone, but to keep them and for it to be anything other than the results of her power. Hmm. See, she kind of gets it, doesn't she? True romance and whatnot isn't purely sexual. I guess if you've got nothing else going for you, open up another can. Go for it. Just don't watch any more horoscope readings. Oh, are we really getting into this kind of storyline already? Nope. I doubt he's immune to her effects. But because we are meant to like him, he's capable of resisting her to some small effect. No, I don't think that's the case. I think some people just know that having that kind of Yep. You can't let her see it, can you? He has to keep a professional relationship. Yeah, considering demi-humans are meant to be somewhat rare, does this school have some sort of exchange program where they just pull in everyone that's a demi? Kind of, yeah. It's his notes. Okay. I'm wondering why that was his forefront interest. Should you really be asking these questions? For research, sure, but you just he said it he said it so nonchalantly as well. Really? How are you going to try and diffuse this situation, mate? Kind of. You're a teacher, stop saying that around the students. But I guess as a biology professor, he's kind of used to it. Moshi moshi, kasetsu desu ka? He's not the one embarrassed in this situation. It's good that he isn't getting all flustered and embarrassed, because that would have connotations that I probably wouldn't be okay with. Was she going to ask her for help? Mm-hmm. No. From that sentence alone, you should be able to tell. Oh no! It's a triangle already. Bit aggressively forward, aren't you, mate? I like it. Hit him again. But she runs away from everyone. Why is he gathering a crowd around him? Oh. Considering that I make videos on YouTube and talk to myself quite a lot, yeah, mumbling in public is an issue. Is that a compliment? Yeah. I can act like an adult, but I wouldn't ever class myself as someone you should look up to. A lot of it is to impress others. But you can still openly harass the male pupils and smack them around the head when they misbehave. Is it that he didn't turn away and actually talk to you about being a Doulahan? Of course. Don't make things too obvious, eh? Okay, I see. Well, if you grow your hair out long, you can tie it around you. So you don't have to carry the head anymore. Of course. The same kind of, oh, I'm never washing this hand again type story, isn't it? Is she still keeping up that mature air about her? Hmm. What a coincidental line of books there. What is her deal? Oh. And this is why women are much worse than guys. We don't really have this kind of backstabbing bullshit. Didn't think we'd have a relatable bullying-esque storyline already. Yep, see ya. There really is a disparity between Hikari and this one that's now being introduced. Not really subtle about turning the air cold and she's sad and depressed, is it? As far as that kind of behaviour goes, the best thing is always to try, as hard as it may seem, to talk to someone. You don't even have to talk about what your problems are, just, having that kind of human interaction can alleviate some of the issues. And I know from personal experience, so you can kind of trust me on that one. I doubted it myself. But look at me now. I'm almost a functioning member of society. Well, it's a stretch, but almost. Although I wouldn't be too shocked to find out that the vampire is also facing her own inner demons and is using humour and upbeat cheerfulness to cover for it. So I hope you liked the episode. I didn't expect it to try and go down the feels route quite so fervently. But then again, I might just be relating to it a bit too hard. Then again, I wouldn't be watching anime if my life was going well. So, see if that's going to get any angry comments. But at least one thing can be said for certain. No matter if you're special or unique, everyone can be the victim of, well, arseholes. Well, you know what I'm on about. And, yeah, once again, if you're actually dealing with something like this currently, I might not be the best one to try and talk to because, well, I'm kind of useless myself. Masking with humour is my coping mechanism. So, But now let's dig our way out of the depressing hole we've built for ourselves, and remember that there's much more out there for us to watch and enjoy. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to let me know, because not only does it help my motivation to see people enjoy it, but also helps YouTube realise, this guy might be alright to promote a bit more, if you get my drift. But mainly I just want to say that all of you out there, I hope you stay awesome, because, well, you all deserve it. I'm going to get some sleep. You should too, because it's almost 3 AM. So, see you in the next one.